I think I might. Let me try that. This might be better. Okay, yep, that's much better. That's weird though because I always, every time I've done this, it's numbered. I've always had it on 6, and that's worked. Actually, I mean, really good. But for some reason today, I don't know what changed, but I had it on 6, and I just felt like I was way closer. So I wasn't like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like it normally does. But anyways, I mean, I recognize it, so I have it on 7 now. I think we should be good to go. But let me get some 25s over here. Oh, okay. All right. What is up, everybody? Last week, I did one set with this weight unilaterally, and it turned out to be a little light. So I don't even think I'm going to do a set with this weight today. I might just try a couple reps with each arm, and then if it feels good, or if it feels like very similar to what it felt like last Tuesday, I'm probably going to jump up to 6 plates again and do at least 2 sets. I'll at least do 2 sets, and I'll kind of go from there. I'm actually considering, I know this kind of goes away from my I guess, philosophy, if you will, of what I've been doing lately, which is only doing 1 to, at the max, 2 heavy sets of a body part for the first initial exercise. So I'm considering doing 3 heavy sets here, mainly because, well, again, I just feel like my back is one of the points of emphasis that I really need to focus on. So again, if it feels good, this all kind of is going off of if it feels good. I think doing 3 heavy sets might benefit me a little more. Again, it's only 1 extra set, but over time that 1 extra set can start to add up, obviously. So we'll see though. Before I get ahead of myself, let me just do a couple reps with each arm here and kind of see what I'm thinking. But I do want to do at least 2 heavy sets, whether it's this weight or whether I put 6 plates on each side. It's tough to say. I I mean, it felt good. I'll just say that. I think I'm just gonna throw 6 plates on. Worst case scenario, I'll only be able to do 1 set, and if it feels not as good, I'll back the weight down, probably back to this. But yeah, let's just do 1 with 6 plates on each side, 1 set, and I'll just go from there. Because I don't know, man. I just couldn't really tell off 2 reps each arm, but I don't want to do more than that because it'll fatigue me probably a little too much before I even get to my first set. So I think I've been doing this long enough to where I think 6 plates is definitely probably going to be good for at least 2 sets today. So let's just try it. Wrong strap. Oh yeah. Oh man, I gotta say that was actually, first of all, I'll say, really good fucking first set. But on the other hand, it was actually a little easier than what it even was last week. So that kind of sucks because on the first 10 reps of each arm, I was trying to go really slow, get a good stretch, flex it up, and then I mean, you guys seen again after the 10th rep, I kind of just tried to get as many more reps as I could. Still somewhat under control, but obviously a little faster. And I think I did 14 each arm. So that sucks because there's really nowhere else for me to put any more weights. Yeah, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I know if I try to balance like a 10 on each side, it's gonna roll off of there. It's just not gonna stay. So, only thing I can do is to speed up my rest. I'll rest like maybe another minute, jump right back into it, and then just like I did in the first set, go really slow for, we'll say the first like 85 to 90% of the set, and then try to get an additional 2, 3, 4 reps, whatever I can get. You know, a little faster, just like I did in the first one. So yeah, that's the only thing I really know to do. So, I mean, again, on one hand, it sucks because I can't add weight. On the other hand, it's kind of cool because I'm getting stronger just from last week's set. I don't think I did this many. So I mean, I'll take it, I guess. But yeah, let's do another set. Yeah, one set in, and my lats are already feeling it really good. So hopefully that's a sign of good things to come for this workout. All right, you won't believe it, but I lost count there. Fuck. Well, the important thing is, I know I pretty much went until I really couldn't go anymore, so that's all that matters. Okay, I'll say that was a success in my attempt to make this harder by not resting as long. Whew. Man, fuck. My lats are feeling juicy already. That might not be the best way to describe it, but they are feeling pretty pumped up, man, already. So I think I'm good to do one more set with this weight. Again, it was kind of on the fence, just kind of waiting and seeing how the second one went. I think I'm good. We'll do one more. I don't really know what I want to do after that, but I might just kind of, I have a couple ideas in my head. I might just kind of go off what I'm feeling at that moment. Just kind of go off my hunch. So yeah, let's just do that. I don't know, you guys probably can't tell. Maybe you can. But when I'm doing these unilateral sets, especially this heavy, say, like I just did my left arm, I kind of lean off to that side to where my right pec is directly on the pad rather than being centered of it. I don't know, I just feel like when I do it like that, A, I can get a better stretch, which is always optimal. Then B, whenever I'm kind of centered and all that pressure's on my right there in the middle of my chest, with this much weight, after a while, for me, it can get hard to breathe because you're having so much pressure pressed against your chest. So again, just to make my sets as optimal as I can, I lean off to whatever side I'm pulling with. So now that I'm about to do the right, I'll do the same thing. I'll be leaned off this side. So that's just a little nugget. Little things like that can make a big difference on your sets. So you really have to pay attention and try to find the best way to do what you're doing, you know. All right. So I said earlier, I'd kind of go off what I'm feeling, and I feel like just doing a drop set here. Again, I was on the fence between doing a drop set or just waiting a couple minutes, taking some weight off, and just doing a straight set bilaterally. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a drop set. I think the 3 sets that I just did with how much weight I have is plenty. Like my back is already feeling pretty pumped up. So I'm just gonna do a drop set, kind of cap this off, even get a little more of a pump, and then we'll be good to go. We'll move on to biceps. Uh, shit. Uh, oh man. Mm, safe to say that was effective. Very effective. Damn. I got nothing. Let's move on to some biceps. All right. I got something a little different in store today. But I mean, I've been hitting that preacher curl machine for like a month straight, every back and bicep day. I mean, it's for a reason. It works fucking great. But you got to switch it up every now and then. So today, some seated unilateral dumbbell curls. These, since they're unilateral, just like I did on the rows, it does take longer. You're in the set longer. So naturally, you're just using more energy. So you can, start to wear yourself out faster when you do a ton of unilateral stuff. So I might only do a couple sets here. Just like the rows, I'll feel it out. But I'm leaning toward just a couple sets. And then I'll do another back and then one more bicep. And then on the next bicep, I'll do like 3. And again, today, this might be the theme for a while. I might only do 5 or 6 total sets of biceps. So not going to be a ton of work, just enough to maintain. Um, so yeah, I have the 60s. I haven't done this in so long. I don't even know what to expect, what rep range I'll be in. I have an idea, but that's not always accurate. So let's just do a set. Hopefully, it's worthwhile. It's not too heavy. I highly doubt it'll be too light. So let's just do it. Well, I may have spoke too soon. Well, no, I won't say that was too light, but it was damn close. Pretty sure I did 11 reps each arm, and there's definitely a good chance I could have done 12, maybe even 13 reps. I mean, it would have been tough, obviously, but I think I definitely in the realm of possibilities. So it might be a little light, but I'm not gonna go up in weight. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this, so we'll just do the 60s. Even though, again, I did a little more than I expected, it still is giving me a great stimulus. Just off one set, I can feel it. So I might do 3 sets here, honestly, just because that was a little light. We'll just say a little. Um, so yeah, we'll do another one here in a second. Oh yeah, let's do one more. That was pretty good. That might be kind of underselling it. That was really good. Ah. The only thing I don't like about that, I was feeling it in my forearms almost more than my biceps. Just trying to, keep a hold of the weight. Ah, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, really, it was good sets. My biceps, I could honestly probably just stop there with biceps and be good. But I'll do at least one more exercise for biceps. Probably only a couple sets, something pretty light. Before that, let me figure out what I want to do for back. And we'll do probably 3 sets there, maybe a drop set. My arms fucking feel like cannons right now. And I say that humbly, you know what I mean? But I'm just trying to say I feel really good at the moment. My biceps, there is something too. I do think unilateral sets are a little better with a lot of exercises. But again, it's just when you start doing that on every single set, every exercise, it can be taxing, make your workout take a lot longer. So I think just like with everything, I say a good balance is the best way to go about it. Do some 1 or 2 exercises unilaterally, and then do the other exercise or 2 bilaterally. Just get a nice healthy mix of both, and that's probably your best bet. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, though. Whew. All right. Anyways, let me snag the lat pull downs if I can. I was having a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what grip I wanted to use exactly. Um, but I think as long as I can, I'm gonna do 2 separate grips of the pull down. I'll do like 3 sets here. I have the close grip. I have it supinated to really get a little bit of extra biceps in there too. I'll do like 3 or 4 sets here. Do something for biceps, and then I'll come back to this and I'll do 3 sets really wide. Just have a nice balance, 3's close, 3 wide. Because I don't know, man. I really, like I said, I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to do here. So, best way to solve that is do both if you can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I, I almost wanted to do the straight bar so I could use my straps because I am worried about my forearms giving out a little bit, especially as I get deeper and deeper, into more sets. So I think it'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, it might be a factor here. So if it is, I may have to change. I don't know. Let's just do some sets because I don't really know what to expect at this point. But worst case scenario, the last exercise that I do over here on pull down, I was gonna do the wide neutral grip. I made the switch to the wide straight bar. Use my straps. We'll see though. All right, actually, that was really good. I mean, no complaints there. So let's do a couple more at least. Uh, hmm. Okay, I'm trying to make an emphasis of having a little more control because I'm purposely. I mean, I could go heavier if I wanted to and speed my reps up just a little bit, just a little. But at this point in my workout, I'm not really worried about that as much. I want to go. I'm still going somewhat heavy, obviously, but it's not the main focus. So because of that, I'm trying to stay pretty strict, slightly lean back, and almost stay locked in that position. Don't lean back farther as the reps coming down. I seen this funny video of this. I actually think she's a powerlifting record holder, so I'm not gonna knock her that much. But she was saying something like, when you're doing a lat pull down, you need to stay strict, don't lean back with it, and then it hard cuts to Arnold Schwarzenegger doing lat pull downs, literally leaning way back as the reps are coming down. And obviously Arnold, one of the best bodybuilders ever. So I just thought it was funny. And again, I don't have no problem with that. There's a time and a place for it. I usually like to say the last 2 to 3, maybe even 4 reps of your sets. If you want to get some cheat reps in there, go ahead, swing with it, whatever. As long as you know what you're doing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. I thought that was funny. But since I'm not going crazy heavy here, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna say pretty strict, and it feels great. So do one more, probably with a drop set, and then we'll move on. All right. What do I want to drop down to here? I'll go up to 12. Oh. All right. Let's move on to biceps. That was actually really good, really tough. Surprisingly, kind of that same old here, but these fucking work like crazy. So, 2 sets, static arm curls. For any of you that have watched, you know, hold one static, 4 reps. On the 4th rep, you hold that one static, 4. You repeat that twice with each arm. So a total of 16 reps, and it fucking works, man. I'm usually not a big fan of statics because just holding something in a static position, it might be good for strength in some aspects, but in terms of just building muscle, not the best. But if you combine it the way I'm doing it, it works fucking great. So, like I said, 2 sets. I have the 45s. Might be a little ambitious for 2. I know I can do 1 set good, but it's doing that again, that's going to be the question mark. But let's just do 1. If I got to adjust my weight, I will. That worked. That worked real good. uh, shit. I think I'll be all right to do 1 more set with this weight. Obviously, it's gonna be a little tougher, but I think I can. I think I can manage it. Since I'm only doing 2 sets, I'm okay with pushing it like that. If I was doing 3, or God forbid, even 4 sets, I might try to be a little more calculated. But again, only 2. I think I'll be all right. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely more difficult. But that's exactly what I'm looking for. So, biceps are done. Done. We'll do 1 more exercise, like I said, for back. And that might be it for today. There's a good chance that'll be it. So, I don't know if you guys caught this, though. First set, I started with the right arm static. Did the 4 here. Second set, just to keep it nice balance, I started with the left arm at a static position, did 4 at the right, and then did the sets. So it's something you don't have to do, but I think it's smart. Again, little things like that over time can really make or break you in a sense. So you know you got to think about little things like that. Um, if you're really serious about this, if you're not, whatever, come in here and fucking dick around, get a workout in. It is what it is, But if you're serious, uh, yeah, the little things in many ways are more important than anything in here. So, but yeah, like I said, let's move on to back, and then that might be it. All right, just like I said earlier, 3 sets here at a really wide, exaggerated grip to kind of give a nice contrast to doing those 3 close grip supinated. So, yeah, 3 straight sets, maybe drop set, and then good chance that's going to be it for today. All right, one more. Okay, being that this was the last set, I was a little more lenient. I was okay with kind of rushing the reps, just trying to get as many as I can. So it worked. We're done. My lats feel fucking juicy, real juicy. Um, so yeah, let me catch my breath. In a couple minutes, we'll pose. Okay, I feel fucking extremely pumped up. I will say the only thing I don't like about a back and bicep pump, well, I mean, not the only thing, but the main thing I don't like is that my arms are already just slightly a little past most of my other body parts. So when I get a bicep pump, it even exaggerates that a little more. I don't like that. But I mean, again, this is kind of why I'm considering just, at least for a little bit, dropping biceps out of my routine and kind of seeing what happens. I'm still on the fence about it. I don't know if I really want to completely abandon a whole body part. I've never done that, but it might be what I need. And again, when you're doing back, a lot of back movements, you're going to be using your biceps some anyway, so I probably wouldn't lose nothing. I don't know. It's something I'm going to have to keep thinking about because I'm not 100% sold either way. So, but yeah, I feel pretty juicy right now, man. I say we'll lose the shirt, do a little bit of posing, and see what happens. Okay, I hate this, man. I definitely have lost some, actually quite a bit, of definition and lines, and I can feel it. My shirts are not much, but just a little tighter around my midsection when I'm wearing these tighter shirts. That fucking sucks, but I have like 2.5 weeks left of the bulk. So I just gotta kind of grit my teeth and power through because I know if I can get as big as I can in the next 2.5 weeks, it's only gonna benefit me more when I start cutting and I really get deep into the cut. So, but I'm sure you guys can see it. The lines aren't quite what they were 3 or 4 months ago, but it's part of it. So, you know, considering that, I still feel like I definitely look full. Um, but yeah, it's just not. I'm more of a. I like being lean, if not ripped, all the time. But that again, I've kind of acknowledged that might be why I haven't got. I mean, that might be why it's been hard for me to really gain a ton of size. So I've had to change my mindset, change my approach, and it's working. It's definitely working. I definitely feel, and the scale says the same thing. I feel and weigh the biggest I've ever been. So it's definitely working. Um, so I just got to kind of stick to it, even though it's killing me because I just want to start cutting, if I'm being honest. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's call that a day. I am ready to get out of here. It is that time. So tomorrow, another leg day. I may have to kind of adjust what I do depending on how my back feels. It's still bothering me a little bit. And that was another reason it was really hard to flex my abs today. Good thing is most of my posing on back, I do the vacuum. So my abs don't really need to be flexed. But yeah, tomorrow legs. See you then.